Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking with Miss Holt. We are going to make a recipe from my cookbook today, Cooking with a Small Town Girl, and it's called Pecan Kisses. And this recipe is probably 25 to 30 years old. And in the 90s, I was teaching middle school, and one of the secretaries at my school, we had two, Patty and Kathy. Well, Miss Patty gave me this recipe, and y'all, there is no way you can just eat one or two of these. I mean, once you start, you can't quit. And that's why I very rarely ever make them. It's got to be for like a special occasion, like I'm doing this for a video for you all today. I don't just make them for my husband and I to eat them, because we would eat the whole thing. And I'm not kidding. I mean, it's just that addictive. So anyway, let me show you what I've got going here. First thing I did is I lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper, and I get parchment paper at Costco, but I have gotten it at the grocery store too. You know, I get Reynolds at the grocery store. This is Kirkland from Costco, because it comes in a huge roll because I go through it so much. But anyway, I got my cookie sheet lined with parchment, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna beat up an egg white. We're gonna add some brown sugar to it, and then we're gonna toss in some pecan halves to coat them, and we're gonna put them on the cookie sheet, and we're gonna bake them on a low temperature. So let me get the egg white beat up, and then I'll show you from that point on, so you don't have to listen to the mixer. Okay, y'all, I've got my egg white beat up, and it doesn't have to be, you know, huge stiff peaks. What you're trying to do is the egg white is what's gonna cause the brown sugar to stick to your pecans, okay? So then I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. So I've got my brown sugar in there. I'm gonna add just like a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm not even gonna measure it. Okay, so let me beat this up, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so this is the texture that you want. It looks just like this. It's just like a sticky brown sugar meringue, which is what it is. Okay, and then, of course, I've got my Stuckey's pecan halves, and we need 2 cups of these. And you want to use halves because it's just easier, because you want to make them an individual. They're called Pecan Kisses, so they're kind of like little individual treats or candies or whatever. Okay, so we're going to dump these in here, and then what you want to do is you just want to stir them. You're just trying to coat the pecans. Okay, so when they get coated, this is what they look like. They kind of look like they're coated in wet sand, you know, but it's just brown sugar meringue. And then what you want to do is you want to take them out. And this will take just a minute, but you want to take them out, and you want to put them one at a time. You want to just put them separate on your cookie sheet. And probably the best way to do that is with a teaspoon, but you want them separate so they won't cook in, you know, clumps or whatever. But so that's what I'm fixing to do, is I'm fixing to go along here and just lay them out just like that. And then I'm going to bake them at 250 for about 30 to 40 minutes. They'll puff up and they'll solidify. It'll be like a meringue. So basically what you're doing is you're baking a pecan half in a brown sugar meringue. So let me get all these laid out, and then when they get done, I'll come back and show it to you. But it's 250 for about 30 minutes, and I'll put the recipe in the comments. Okay, y'all, our pecan kisses are out of the oven, and they're really crunchy. So you can hear that. And they kind of remind me of like a taste of not as strong as a praline, but kind of that, you know, it's that brown sugary kind of taste. But I will tell you right now, oh my gosh, you can eat 10 before you turn around. So they're super addictive. But anyway, it's Pecan Kisses from my cookbook, Cooking with a Small Town Girl. And again, I have to thank Miss Patty. She was one of the secretaries at my middle school when I taught there, and she brought these, I think, for like a Christmas dinner or something one day. And I said, I just have to have that recipe, and she gave it to me, and Oh my gosh, it's been a treat for us ever since. But anyway, I hope you make this and enjoy, and I will see you soon.